Well, hello everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove, and we just come out today to look at our citrus trees here. And this one here, I've actually got it propped up. I'm a little concerned that the weight is going to break the limb. So they are turning a good dark orange color. So they're about ready to pick. I like to let them go a lot oranger, but Wanda and I got to talking about the limbs are loaded so heavy that we might run the risk of it breaking one of them. So I think today we're actually going to try to harvest these off of this tree here.
And this is the Satsumas, right?
Yeah, these are the Satsumas. These are
They're not oranges.
These are the Owari Satsuma.
Pull that one.
You don't pull them, you clip them. I'm gonna have to get a clipper.
Oh,
before
you gotta
we
have
get started.
clippers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a clipper. You have to give me a minute to get the clipper.
Well, just for a heads up, I done pulled two in the last week and
But if you pull them, it pulls the stem out of the end and they won't last. You need to clip them off.
Well, we were eating them right then, so it didn't matter.
And our Calamandan orange here, we have a few on it, not a lot, but they're there. We're going to leave them, though, let them go ahead and turn orange. And this tree has all of a sudden just took off and really growed. It's done good.
Then that's our Satsuma.
Yeah, that's the Owari Satsuma from the other angle. Of course, now this Satsuma is an Owari too, but it did not have any Satsumas on it this year. I don't know what happened with that, but
and then this one.
This was a tree that died. It was a improved Meyer lemon that died, and then the old rootstock is coming back out. And I left it because I might want to graft one of the Owaris onto it, just to see how it does. Now this here is a new variety that we have actually tried this year. This is called the Arctic Frost. I don't know how they'll do. I have no clue. I know the leaf miners has really went to work on it. Now we have not had any leaf miner problems over here at all. And now the leaf miners are starting to hit it. So that's not a good thing.
And then this one.
That's the same thing. They're Arctic Frost, both of them.
Both of them are Arctic Frost. Okay.
Yeah, they're both Arctic Frost.
And we bought these two this year.
These are this year.
Look at the size
Look at the size of these oranges. This is a sweet Hamlin orange. Look at that.
And we only have...
I only got like 3 or 4 of them on here, but look at the size of these things. They're so big. I've never had them get that. I guess because there's one right here. I guess because there's only just a few of them on the tree is maybe why they're as big as they are. They're bigger than a softball.
Yeah, they're huge. And then this.
This here is the kumquats here. We only have one of them left. Last year, the kumquats got froze, even though we tried to protect them.
And it's loaded.
And we got a Freedom Blackberry growing in the pot, and it has taken over here again. But anyway, I guess I'm going to have to stand on this. Well, we're going to go around and look at it. Now, this lemon tree here has struggled to survive, but it has a lemon on it.
One on the other side.
And I have fertilized it. Wanda has fertilized it, and yet we still are getting this look on the leaves right here.
They fall off.
They fall off. I mean, this tree right here is just struggling. And this is a pomelo subscriber sent to us. It is for the first time actually really starting to grow and do good here. And then on the other side of it here is another, this is a dwarf Meyer lemon here. And the leaves on this doing the same exact thing. And we have, guys, we have put the fertilizer that it said, the magnesium, I mean, the nitrogen, we've put everything to it.
Something's still off.
It's got some, look at the size of those. Look at them way out here. There's some on the other side there. And maybe since we fertilized it, we just haven't given it enough time to actually grow. Now, we put some worms in the soil. I will tell you this, and the soil is done down to this point right here.
Maybe it needs some more soil.
We're going to probably have to take the tree out of the pot, add more soil back to build it back up this winter. It's probably what we're going to end up having to do. We had Mr. Chris stop at a store when he was coming over, a feed store, and they had these on sale. Now these are the Brown Select Satsumas. I think that's what they were, weren't it? Yes. No, this is an Owari.
This is an Owari.
Okay, this is a Brown Select right here. That's all they had left, and he bought them for us. And guys, the leaves are doing the same exact thing. It's different bags of soil. We just put these in here with different bags of soil. These are different soil over here, and we're having the same exact results with all of them. Now we have checked everything, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. So we're gonna have to make some changes, I can tell you that. Okay, I went and got the snippers there in one of our YouTube moments. I want to show you. You always cut your stem off. Leave it out just a little bit. Do not pull your citrus fruits off. Always clip them. You want to go up above them, just a little piece like that right there, and clip them. That's the best way to make them last for an extended period of time. That looks so good. I mean,
well, we got to try one.
I was hoping that they would make it all the way to Thanksgiving, but
they ain't gonna make it to Thanksgiving.
But guys, let me tell you something. This Wanda come out a while ago, and she asked me. She said, "What's the lowest you've ever seen the humidity here?" And I told her, I said, about 35% is about as low as I've ever seen it get here. She said, it's at 30 right now, and it was in the 20s earlier.
It was 28 when I saw it.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I said, in the South? And she said, yes. And I told her, I said, well, and believe me, everything we have, we're in a drought. Everything is suffering because we have no humidity. I mean, we don't even have a dew in the morning anymore. I get up and come out here in the morning, everything used to be soaking wet. Now it's just powdery dry. Now here's one right here. I want to look at that. Look at the size of that baby. Look at that. That thing is as big as a softball.
We got to try one of these. You know that.
Well,
they gonna want to know the taste test.
Yeah.
Can Danny grow a Satsuma?
I mean, guys, citrus.
Look how big. I mean,
citrus is one of my passions. I mean,
this big one, we fixing to eat this one.
This one has always got to take the biggest one.
I don't care. You've got some more big ones. I see a bunch of them that size. But this one's pretty in orange. I mean, look at the color.
Yeah, some of these need to...
That is just perfect Satsuma. Usually there are little tiny things in the stores now, but y'all, this is the original Satsuma.
Yeah, that's the way they're supposed to be. Even with all this... Now, one thing that's crazy, this tree right here don't have all the yellow leaves on it like all the other ones do.
No. And we did put, in some of the trees, we put shade cloth so that the moisture would stay in it.
Yeah. These two trees right here that have that shade cloth on them, the leaves are not, they're not yellow.
So I'm wondering, are they holding the moisture enough that it's keeping them, and the others are drying out too much?
That the soil is getting too hot? I don't know. I mean, we are definitely going to have to try to figure it out, though.
If the shade cloth is working, we're putting it around all of them.
Let's put it around
all
of them.
Well, not shade cloth. What is that called? Ground cover.
Ground cover. I hadn't even been counting them. I should have been counting them.
Now you got to take them all out and count them again.
Ain't that something? I wanted to know how many this one tree had on it. Okay, we're at 16 right there.
Did you count mine?
No.
17.
This is 18, okay.
And you might as well say 20 because I took 2 off already.
Okay.
So we're at 20. We've had a snack 2 days this week.
22. 23. 24.
Isn't that pretty?
25. 26. Now these are container grown, guys. 27. Oop, 28. Get down here where I can get in here and see where I'm at. 29. There's 30.
30.
Good
and
Lord.
Still counting.
Goodness gracious.
I didn't know there was that many, but
I didn't know that about any. 31. 32. 33 so far.
There's at least 2 or 3 on the other side.
There's 33 so far right there. 34. 35.
Is that it?
Nope.
No. Oh, wow.
Gotta come around the other side. 36.
And these are 38. Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
39.
39 of them.
So how good is that off one little tree?
Off one little old tree in a bucket. If they had all had a lot of them on it like they normally would. Now next year, if everything goes well and we get this thing figured out, we got all these others because we lost a lot of them last year and had to replant. We'll be doing pretty good. We'll be living high. You done punched a hole in
I was fixing to.
Goodness gracious. They're organic.
What did we figure out we could do with these peelings?
Pectin. You can actually take these peelings and boil them down for about like 3 hours.
3-4 hours, real low.
Real low. Just let them sit and simmer. Get them hot and boiling and then let them simmer for about 3 hours. And then drain this juice off of it. And it is really good pectin in it.
That come from a rabbit hole we went down today, wasn't it?
Yeah, we got into a discussion and with Mr. Chris, and we ended up going down a rabbit hole. Ms. Wanda said, well, I'm fixing to find out. So she started doing research while we were eating.
We were looking at Sure Gel versus just regular, well, pectin in general, the Sure Gel brand and what was in
Sure
it.
Gel? What, we looked at everything about it,
And what's in just homemade pectin. How do people make homemade pectin?
How do you make your homemade pectin and stuff like that? What makes the best pectin? Actually, I was blown away. I said green apples makes the best pectin. But it actually turned out to be citrus peelings that made the best pectin. So,
live and learn.
Live and learn. I'm going to just hand all of them to Ms. Wanda.
Isn't that good?
This ain't where you need smell-o-vision. This is where you need taste-o-vision.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious.
No, they smell good. Slight orange smell.
I don't guess I'll ever get used to that. I mean, it just...
But these are perfect sweet.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't live up north where you can't grow stuff like this.
Well, if you lived up north, you might could grow an apple.
I could grow an apple, though. I might get used to that.
What you think? Our citrus pretty doggone good.
I think it's well worth every bit of effort we put into it. I think it's worth it. Yeah. So, guys, I know a lot of y'all ask us, what do we fertilize with? We use a well-balanced citrus fertilizer.
Made for citrus.
Made for citrus. We do the pH test thing, the pH meter thing. We do.
I water every day, especially during the summer.
Yes.
I mean, we've had to water every day.
We have them in full sun up here. Well, it is full sun mostly.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to find some way to cover them up. Last year we built a system to cover them, and I said by this winter I'd have a system built. I wouldn't have to worry about it, but
they may have to go under the back porch again. That may just be what happens. We did plastic around the walls and stuff, and still lost, what, 2?
We lost one of the Calamandan oranges.
And a kumquat.
And we lost a kumquat and a lemon.
We lost 3.
We lost 3 or 4 trees. I don't remember what all 4 of them were, but I think it was 4 all together.
And we only had like 2 or 3 days that it got down extremely cold.
Yep.
But those 2 or 3 days, it will kill a citrus.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not been good. But what can I say?
39 Satsumas.
We do have, now I'm going to say this, Mr. Chris lives in Louisiana, and Chris is a swamp man, you know. He was born and raised in the Pearl River Swamp, and he has a nickname. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but he has a nickname. And at his grandpa, or he calls him Pawpaw's place, they have a lemon tree growing off in the swamp down in there. And this thing, he said, is like 20 feet tall. And he brings us like, I don't know,
several 5-gallon buckets.
5-gallon bucketfuls of lemons off of it. And so based off of that, and it don't freeze and die.
That bird ain't scared of you.
No, it don't freeze and die. So what we've done is one of the lemon trees that Mr. Chris got us, we didn't put it in a black tub. We took it off down here in the swamp about a food plot, and we planted it next to a running stream down there. And we're just going to see if it'll survive off in the swamp down there. Because if it does, then we will buy more citrus trees and we will stick them around in the swamp down in there and just let them go. You know, I mean,
all these may go to the swamp if that happens.
If it happens, we may move some of these down to the swamp down in there and build a system around it where the possums and whatever else might, you know, destroy it. We'll fix it where they can't get in there, you know. So it's all experimental right now, but I can't complain. 39 organically grown Satsumas. Can't beat that, guys. Thank you from Pecan Grove. That's just good. Miss Wanda snatched it right out of my hand.
That it is.
Look at that. Ain't that pretty?